Welcome everyone to the OWinners webinar. We're glad to have each and every one of you here. We are grateful that you are participating with us today. Today, we would like to introduce our co-hosts who help our webinar. First of all, we have Marcienne Himabu. She can wave. And we have Sylvie Wanji. Hi, Sylvie. Thank you very much for co-hosting today. We also have our hosts, Bob Takusi, wave Bob, and Oliver Fonte. Can you wave, Oliver? So we're going to begin because we had a little delay in starting, but we are ready to roll now. So we're going to start with Bob Takusi. You can take the floor, Bob.
All right. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Auntie Lynn. Thank you. You know, with you on anybody's side, anything is possible. Thank you so much, Auntie Lynn. Thank you to our brother Maddie, our brother Chris. Thank you to Sister Julie. Thank you so much, Julie. I know you are a problem solver. Ever since I met you last summer here in DC when we had a little event, you've always been that one who always finds a solution to a problem. So we really appreciate you. I want to thank all my fellow OWinners for being here and all the founders, worldwide founders, those of you who have come today to this webinar to join us for the very first time. We are the OWinners. We've been around for a while, actually, for almost close to 2 years. We had our webinars on Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. We're just a small group of folks where we kept on teaching our various teams and everybody taking the message to their various teams. And we are now at the point where we think we can also come corporate-wide and also help corporate-wide. Because here at the OWinners, our main mission is to educate, to inspire, and to ignite. So tonight, we are going to ignite. Myself, my brother Oliver, and I, along with our other brothers who are not here with the tech pros, we have done our analysis, our assessment, and we believe that where we are, we have already launched. So we think that we're going to celebrate. We're going to make this event for the next few Wednesdays a celebratory event. So we come, we educate, we incite, we celebrate, we like a party. So tonight we're going to have a little party. One of our fellow OWinners, who's a musician and a songwriter, an entertainer worldwide, he's going to entertain us. There's a song that he has, one of the latest ONPASSIVE songs that he has released. He's going to play that tonight for us and a few other things. He's a pianist. He knows a lot of everything musical he does. And the following week, we're going to do something else. We're just going to try to bring a different flair to all of us here at ONPASSIVE. We're going to talk about the products because the products is our thing. Oliver and I, we've been in the industry for almost 50 years together combined. We use most of these products. So we're going to explain these products to each and every one of you in detail when Mr. Ash Mufara gives us the go ahead. And in the course of doing that, we're going to have fun. Fun. That's what they say. FFF, fun. So it does that. We are at that point, at that time where we're just waiting in anticipation of what is coming. We believe that ONPASSIVE has launched. On last Wednesday at 12 midnight Pacific time, when the door was shut to us, we knew that was the beginning of greener pastures for all of us. That was the beginning of us seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And our founder, Mr. Ash, told us last week and even this week, he wants all of us to engage in the sense that we convene in a forum like this, share information, share ideas, understand what's going on, understand how to get to your back office, understand how to connect your wallet. When that time comes, we're going to teach everybody just to understand, get engaged in your business because that's what it is. So we're going to do that as well. We're going to explain anything that Mr. Ash comes out and says. We're going to break it down in layman's terms so that people understand. That's what we've been doing, Oliver and myself, for the past couple of years. So we come corporate wide. I know on Friday Night Live and There are other fora that we do that, but we want to dedicate it because this is where we come from. This is our home. OWinners is our home. This is where we come from. All my sisters and brothers who are here will tell you that they have been the benefactor of this for the past 2 years. So we want to push ourselves out corporate-wide. So we thank Brother Madi. Thank you, Chris, for your efforts tonight. Thank you, my sister Julie. Thank you, Auntie Lynn. Thank you to my sisters, all the OWinners. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. You know, I know we had a little hiccup, but it's a good problem to have. You know, I'm sorry we've left some people out because of language barrier, but hopefully next week it's going to be better. So I'm going to just leave it there. Tonight is not much speech making or anything. It's more about action. Let us feel. I want us, all ONPASSIVians, all ONPASSIVers, to feel or see that light at the tunnel that we're about, where that is getting brighter and brighter, or that rumble, the rumble that was at a distance is coming. We can hear the sound. I want us to start feeling it. So, and that's what we're going to begin doing from tonight. So I'm going to pass it over to my brother Oliver to expand more. Thank you.
ONPASSIVE. I hope we are all fired up. And if you know, I know, everybody that is here, if you know what we have now standing in front of us, is here in front of our nose. Today is the day OWinners is launching the final or the beginning of the new phase, the new chapter, the next chapter of ONPASSIVE. Today is the day. OWinners has been there, as my brother said, for almost 2 years or 2 years plus, and we took a break to try to see how we can put things together. And today we know that we are already launching. We've already launched. And talking about ONPASSIVE, you guys all know what OTech Pro has been going out and talking. The milestones. When you talk about digital transformation, it's ONPASSIVE. Our products, the CEO told us, superior, destructive, above market level, and with innovation futures. Why I do say we are, like Bob and myself, we say we've launched already? Because they've shut the door. 4 products. The CEO identified 4 products on Monday. Ready. Data center. Already. Ready. Tell me. So where are we now? When you look at the milestones that ONPASSIVE, and more of those milestones that just blow my brain. So that's why we say we've already launched. When you look at our products, how superior they are. AI, 100% automation, integration, without even talking about the other futures that are there. Tell me, $79. I'm $97. I'm even ashamed to call that money. But I want to also, before in fact, I'm just so carried up that I've not even thanked our brothers in the house. All the OWinners that are in here, I want to say thank you guys for being there. Chris Johnson, Julie, I can see Dr. Bill, I can see my brother Tony Mong. I want to thank all of you, John Barele, Lynn, our OTech mother. We want to thank all of you for being here with us today. I want to say thank you, and thank you for this little glitch that happened. You see why we say ONPASSIVE is family? You see why we say ONPASSIVE is family? Because we had just a capacity of 100. OWinners is between 30, 40, 60. So we didn't expect to have, when we're not looking that we're going to have this amount, you know. But since ONPASSIVE is family, you know, Madi Degamo, big bro, thank you. that will switch. Chris Johnson, you guys are just, you've helped us to fire up and to celebrate. We tested our system the last 2 weeks before they shut down the door. We tested our system. Maybe people did not realize that we tested the system, because the influx of new founders that were coming in, jamming the system, jamming our data center, jamming it. It did not blink. We should give a hand of applause to our CEO, because every day, my heart was like, I hope, but I will say it authoritatively here today that our CEO has done a wonderful job. Being in the field, what happened for the last 2 weeks, and our system did not blink, despite the migration that took place. The migration that took place, our servers were there looking, nothing happened. Therefore, the day we are going into that market, nothing. 1 million people can access our server, access our system, nothing will happen. At least because almost more than how many thousand people got in for the last 2 weeks, every minute, second. I know our system is good, and we are fine. We are fine. For the milestones, I don't even know where to start with the milestones. Hyderabad, 2 floors. Hyderabad, 2 floors. Tell me which company. Most of the tech companies that we know, they started with the garage. We are the eagle. When you come, we go up. You come, we go up. If anybody that got what the CEO told us on Monday, then you don't need to sleep. You don't even need to sleep. And he said we will have 10%, some people 2%, some people 3%. Then if we have 90%, I'm sure some of us will just collapse. Some of us will just collapse. And looking into our system, I would talk more about our systems. I'm an IT person, and the security that we have based on what he told us. In fact, we are in a very better position. We are in a very, very better position. When you look at the technology that is within our system, within our data center, it's unbelievable. Fiber optic cables, the most expensive cables that you can think of. That is what connects all our servers. Then with laser on top of it again. Our firewalls, everything ONPASSIVE is with AI. Everything ONPASSIVE is with AI. So tell me, most companies, when they want to connect their data center, like Amazon and the rest, they use copper cables. But ONPASSIVE today, fiber optic. I don't want to go the technical way, too much technical word, but I just want to understand how superior we are. How superior we are. Then look at, he says something on Monday about website. Every Mondays, we have new website coming on. He said again something that he has hired more people, web designers, that they'll be working. They can produce a new website on daily basis. AI. Tell me any tech company. He has hired some high-level engineers. Their work is just to brainstorm. Their work is just to brainstorm. This guy is working for us as tirelessly. That's why when I see some people ask some certain question, it pains me. Because I know what we are doing and what we are in the field, the IT field. I've seen a lot of things that been in the field for how many years? Never seen before. But not like we say today is just a day to celebrate. Every Wednesday, 9 p.m., please OWinners is the place to come. OWinners was for professionals, people who work. That is how it was created, for people who work, who, you know, that they work, they can attend webinars. Mr. Bob Takusi formed this OWinners group so that they can come in and listen to what has happened within the day and within the week. It was Mondays through Wednesday, but today is just, now we decided that it will be just on Wednesday, 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. every Wednesday, OWinners is the place to come. 9 to 11 p.m. in the night. Come here and celebrate with us and listen and hear what Bob and myself and maybe Bramadi, Tony, anybody that wants to come and also say something, our door open. Let me send it back to Auntie Lynn, CV Marcia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hear the passion in your voice as well as Bob's voice. It's really, really exciting to me just to hear what you have to say. At this time, what we would like to do is acknowledge the leaders in our house, and we would like to begin with Tony Monk. So what we're going to do is we'll ask Tony Monk to unmute. Go ahead and unmute, Tony. We'd like to hear from our leaders. Go ahead, Tony.
Oh, hello, Lynn. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. Nice to see everyone here. Yeah, we're moving on to the next phase. Hi, Marty, Chris, Julie, Lynn, Bob, Oliver, Sylvie, Marcianne, and Tina. Hello, Lily. Great to see everybody here. It's nice to see everyone. Yeah, we're moving on to the next phase, and I'm very excited to see what's going to be happening. Like Marty said before on one of his lives, you know, we know probably less than 10%. Now we're going to be learning the next 90% very slowly. And I'm sure our minds are going to be blown away by what Tash is going to be telling us now moving forward, now that the founder's position is over. So I'm sure we're all excited. I'm excited. I've been excited for many years, and the excitement hasn't stopped. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening next. I just can't wait. You know, Ash blows our mind every time he comes on. He always comes up with these gold nuggets that we don't know anything about. I mean, last time he came on, you know, I thought he was just going to come on to speak a few words and on the round table. And all of a sudden, he just blows our minds again with all the things that are coming up and the stuff that they're putting together in the back scenes. And it's just absolutely phenomenal. I am so excited, and I'm sure we're all excited just to see what is going to be happening next in a little while. So thank you so much, Lynn, for letting me speak. I don't have much to say tonight. This is the first time I've been on this brand new webinar. Thank you, Oliver, for inviting me. I didn't know anything about it. I did go back into the back office. I saw it there, and then Oliver invited me, and here I am. Great to see everybody. Thank you so much.
Well, we are glad you're here, Tony. You've been a supporter of OTech Pros from the very beginning, and we appreciate you for that. Next, we would like to go on to Dr. Bill Williams. Dr. Bill's in the house. Let me ask him to unmute. Go ahead, Dr. Bill.
Hey, Lynn. Thank you, everybody. Good to see all the tech guys and all the other buddies in town. Nice to know that we have a family. You know, I was thinking about how does family get started and how do people come together. I had a mentor back in the 1980s named Bob Proctor. I think maybe some of you guys may have heard him as a speaker. He was a cast member of this movie called The Secret. If you remember, The Secret came out in 2006. And I was studying under Bob, and he was teaching me things that were kind of in the law of attraction. That was the title of The Secret's movie focus. And I see ONPASSIVE as having a lot of the same attributes. To me, the Secret was about the 2006 version of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You know, Napoleon Hill was a guy that went around and interviewed some of the great leaders of his time, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, the Vanderbilts. And he put together a book that described how to be successful in life. I think ASH is kind of a product of that kind of thinking. There's three main points that were brought up in The Secret about the law of attraction. And one of them is like attracts like. Think about who's here on the panel, who's here in ONPASSIVE. We're like each other in a whole lot of ways. We're very different in a lot of ways too, aren't we? On Julie Mallow's show, there's a big discussion about how fantastic the diversity is of ONPASSIVE. So we're alike in so many ways, though, because we have the same heart as Ash. You know, Ash attracts people. And so he attracts the kind, and he actually shuns the people who are not like him to be members. And he wants to serve all, right? But he wants to associate it with really a few that are like him. And so like attracts like is number one. Number two is nature abhors a vacuum. If there's a need, we're going to fill it. That's kind of Ash's thought. He doesn't like a vacuum in the area of need. And so he wants to fill the need of people, of humanity. And that's kind of like the old blessed model that we have, is that we are filling the vacuum of need in humankind around the world. And the third thing is the present is always perfect. And hasn't Ash always said that we're always right on time? He's always in the present. And things don't affect him. The past is past and the future hasn't gotten here yet. So don't focus on the future, live in the present. Or as we used to talk about, be here now. Be here now. So I think that we're all attracted to this concept of this family we call ONPASSIVE begins. And it's a good place to be. And we keep showing up together, don't we? Everywhere we go, there's another family member looking in, rooting us on. We're rooting each other on as we come to the microphone, and everybody supports everybody. So thanks for being a part of this, all you guys. And there's 214, a record number for OWinners, right? Glad to be a member of the OWinners with you guys.
That was beautiful, Dr. Williams. Thank you so much. Always very eloquent when you speak. I love it. Thank you. Right now, we want to go to, let's say, Chris Johnson. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey. Well, looky, I'm on the OWinners panel. Hey, what's going on, OWinners? It's about darn time you invited me. It only took you 2 years, for crying out loud. No, I'm just kidding. And look at Bob. Yeah, Bob, you know better. You know, like I said, first time I got invited, they locked me out. They loved me. I only came because they said there was going to be free donuts and coffee. All I got was this warm water here. Bob, you said donuts and coffee. What's going on with that? Now, listen to me. The first thing I heard tonight when Bob came on was language barrier. All right. I don't believe in language barriers when it comes to businesses or churches like ONPASSIVE or a religion, because I can go to any church anywhere in the world, even though they don't speak the language that I speak or understand. I know what the message is. All right. That's the same thing with ONPASSIVE. Now, I have been through just about every webinar, through just about every country in the world, even though I didn't speak their languages, but I really understood what they were talking about. We were all pointing in the same direction, which was up. We all understood what ONPASSIVE was going to do. Same message. But the main thing I wanted to know is let them know this little guy from, well, I'm not little anymore, but this bigger guy from Michigan is here because I want to check you out. I love listening, even though I can't understand the language, but I knew what the message was. Okay. So we took 1,400,000 and whatever it is, 55,793, that number right there. What we did, do you know how we got people in ONPASSIVE? Julie went said a word the other day that really blew my mind. And that's kind of how I think. I listen for specific words. She said distract. What we did as a family, as a team, is from the beginning of the individuals that were here 4 years ago when they started it, we distracted people from the other stuff that was always taught to us that we had to do. We distracted them from you got to work 40 hours, 50 hours. You got to give in that overtime. You got to say, oh, I can't make it to the family functions because we got to work. We got to pay that mortgage. We got to pay the car note. We got to feed our kids. See, what we did is we distracted them, say, listen, there's a better way. It's called ONPASSIVE. And when I first got in this, I was not distracted enough, but I knew it was something different. I was mostly paying attention to it's all done for you. That was a distraction because never in my life has someone done everything for me. My ex-wife might argue about that, but that's okay. We get along very well. But to have a company come out and say, we're going to do it all for you. We're going to take the punches. We're going to take the blows. We're going to design. We're going to engineer. We're going to create technology that you've never heard of before. We're going to create technology that's going to change the face of the earth. It's going to change people's hearts. It's going to change people's minds. We got some amazing tech guys on here. Mr. Bob, Mr. Oliver. I don't think the other guys are on here who have been teaching for quite a while now and understanding to us that I don't know nothing. They know I'm the biggest. If you got Tech for Dummies, that's got my picture on the front cover. That's me. And then here's these four guys that came out of the woodwork. I'm like, who are these guys? Holy cow. Man, I actually got an understanding of what Ash Mafara, when he talks, we know, wow, what is he saying? It takes four guys. I'm going to count Marty DeGarmo in there too, because he's pretty good at understanding what Ash says, who breaks it down for us on a weekly basis. Now, we have all this new stuff coming out at us. All right, one thing we want to be sure, and this is kind of like a teaching course I'm giving you right now. When all these products that are coming out at us, I asked Ash the other day, what's the ones we really want to talk about? He broke it down like in ONPASSIVE.com. It's almost like you just bought a new phone and it's already behind us. All right, we're going to make sure when Ash puts out this new information that we're all going to stay on the same page. It's very, very important. All right, so I know I can go to Italy, France, Russia, Singapore, and everyone is discussing the same thing. Even though I don't understand their language, but I know we're all going to be on the same page. And we distracted people from turning the stuff that they've always done into ONPASSIVE. Now it's time to get their attention. We have a very small percentage, believe it or not, in ONPASSIVE who actually follow along, who plug in. I know that we got your attention. Now it's up to us to teach the sleeping bears to wake up and say, you don't really understand what you have here, do you? You don't really get it yet, do you? That's our jobs. And when I say our, I mean all of us, to make sure we're telling them the right information, make sure and let them know, get them excited that you really don't know. I love saying that's one of my favorite things to say. You really don't know, because right now I'm looking at faces on this screen. You really don't know. And like I said, it's Christmas coming, presents to be open. But those presents are going to be gifts that you just dreamed about for years. That's how I think about it. As time goes on, ONPASSIVE is just going to keep growing and growing. And like Ash says, you guys don't know anything. And when he's telling you that, it's true. Look at our COO, Mohammed. If that don't tell you, I mean, to me, when I hear Mohammed talk, it's very exciting to me because he knows now. He ain't just a founder. He's up there. He knows what's going on. And you see the excitement in his face. And what did he say? About a month ago, he said, if you guys only really knew. If you guys only really knew. So that's how I'm going to end this. If you guys only really knew, you wouldn't care about language barriers. What you think about is every one of us has a family. Every one of us gets sick. Every one of us are born. Every one of us die. We're no different, guys. So we look a little different. Some of us, like I said, are very, very sexy. And some of us are very, very Marty DeGarmo. I mean, that's just life. Even though I love teasing them. But guys, listen, when you're born and when you die, to me, doesn't matter. It's in between when you're born and when you die. That's what matters. We got one shot at life. Let's go do it the right way. Let's turn this world around through ONPASSIVE, through a bless, through the products. Let's help people, and let's just blow this up, guys. I'm done. Back to you, Lynn Nakamoto.
Man, you're on fire tonight, Chris. I love it. And I do agree. I don't think any of us know what we have in hand. We're just humans. Our human minds are limited, right? But there's a lot more coming than we can ever envision. So get ready for this exciting ride of our lives. We are on a joyful, exciting journey, and just enjoy every moment of it. Thank you. Next, I'd like to call on Julie Wynn. And before she begins, I would like to thank her because she took the initiative to help us to get a bigger webinar capacity tonight so that we could house all of you. And currently we have 222 of you. This is amazing for our first public webinar. It goes to show that you folks are here because you're hungry to learn. You're here with great attitudes, wanting to better yourself and know more about ONPASSIVE. And this is where you come to learn. So you're in a good place. So we want to thank Julie for helping us to get a bigger room. And thank you to Marty and Chris for helping with that as well. Go ahead, Julie. Take it away.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much, Bob, for inviting me, and Oliver, Sister Marcy, and Sister Sylvie. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing in OWinners. And thank you, OWinners. We all know that we are showing up. So there's 222 winners here. ONPASSIVE is something that deep down in my heart, it is a calling. It is a blessing for many of us. ONPASSIVE is something that is a gift to the world. And so as soon as I get to understand just a little tiny bit of it, you know, just the scope of it, I knew that I'm the winner. I knew that everyone in ONPASSIVE are the winners. I've never changed that attitude. So for me, being a winner, that means that you heading forward, and you leading forward, and you heading with an attitude of a leadership. Leaders are people who goes out there and lift people up and bring people with you and inspiring people to do what you do. My ultimate goal in my life is to be able to do the inspiring things that inspire people to do the same inspiring things as well. And that's my focus. And as I come along in the journey of ONPASSIVE, I see that ONPASSIVE give me the ability to do that. The ability to be able to do what I love. Truly, if you are a business owner, an individual, an employee, a self-employer, ask yourself, do you love what you are doing? Are you having the passion to do it? Get up every day and excited to show up to do what you wanted to do. I don't think the answer is yes. There's a reason for you to do it, because we all want to be able to survive in this temporary world. But think about it. ONPASSIVE give us the solutions, give us that ability for us to be able to do it. At the end of the day, we all are going to be able to do it with the passion, with true love. Some of us who wants to be a carpenter, passionately doing it, just create. Some of us focusing on wellness. We do it because we are wanting to have other people to be able to help, to be able to stay healthy and help with their well-being. Nowadays, doesn't matter where we are, doesn't matter what we are doing. We do it because we want to be able to survive. Not anymore. If you are in ONPASSIVE, remember our CEO said, if you are on passive, it will be passive. It's all done for us. It's a done deal. It's all successful for us. So if you're currently watching this program, did you know that the people that you see on screens right now are the winners? And they are all winners because ONPASSIVE is traveling with them. Remember, our life still going, no matter how we decide what to do, no matter how we feel inside, no matter how our current health situation is, the live stream still going, the live still moving on. How much do we want to be part of that? Do you want to be part of the winners? Or do you want to be part of the people that is falling behind? Eventually, you will get there. But how long do you want to get there? So get together with the OWinners. Get together with the winners. Because everyone who are in ONPASSIVE, they are the successful people and they are the winners. And they are the ONPASSIVEers. Would you like to be called an ONPASSIVEers? Because everything that we are doing is going to be heading to a successful journey. It has been. Many of us right now, I feel that I am already successful. I am successful because my heart grew, my mind grew, right? And I have the ability to do this. And I can actually make a decision or choices whether or not, do I want to sleep a couple more hours? Or do I not want to get up and have to pack my bag, I have to go to work? We can make that choice. All we do is going together with the winners. And ONPASSIVEers are all the winners. Will you want to be part of it? It's really your choice. Remember, life still goes on, whether or not you're making a decision to be the person that fall behind or the winners. So that's really, truly the message coming from my heart. And I hope that all of us do something from this point on, inspiring other people to do the same thing. Positive. Let's do this together. Let's unite it. Let's carry on and let's eradicate everything, any negativities, anything that this world need. We need healings, physical, mental, and spiritual. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I really appreciate it.
Julie, thank you for a very meaningful message. And you know, one thing about Julie is she never wavered. Julie's confidence and faith in ONPASSIVE and Ashma Farah is 100%. I've noticed that about Julie all these months that I have known her. She's really, really strong and resolute. So I give her a lot of credit and thank you for sharing that lovely message with us. All right, now we go on to Marty DeGarmo, the man of the hour. Marty, come on down.
Great. This is one time I wish I went first because the messages got better and better and better. Now what do I do, right? So anyway, no, I've said this many times. I won the golden ticket when I found ONPASSIVE, without a doubt. And I got to know Ash. In fact, we became very close. And he said a long time ago, he said, you will draw people that you're like. And he was 100% correct. We drew a lot of people that were like. Think about it. Yeah, we got different colors. Some are fat, tall, small, dark skin, light skin, whatever. But inside, we're alike. When I hear stories here, it's the same story, but a different location. That's pretty powerful. And we built the biggest company in the world during the worst time of the world, right? We built it during the pandemic. How would we have met? You can't tell me this was an accident. This wasn't something that just stumbled along. It was engineered by God through Ashma Farah, in my opinion. He would be the only man that could do it. I know some of the days that he walked, and I know what he walked through. And I don't know anyone in my 62 years that would have done it. Especially when some of the walks and some of the daggers and some of the knives and some of the arrows going his way were actually from founders. It's really sad, but he never ever looked at never stopped focusing on the end. the prize. Thank God to all of us that he's that way. And his wife's that way. He is that way to the bone marrow. And it's amazing. I mean, listen, I say all the products we have are mind-blowing. The only company I know, I thought about this the last few weeks, only company I know that took away doubt or decision-making. You don't have to decide if you're going to be okay starting this business. You're going to be. You don't have to decide how am I going to do this and how am I going to do that. It's done for you. He eliminated competition. Do you think that would ever been possible any other company in the world? And people say, well, he didn't eliminate competition. Match any of our products to anyone else, and there's zero competition. Zero. It's not even on the same chart. There'll be competition for second place because first place is taken. And because he engineered value and technology and heart into every product, if you look up the ingredients of ONPASSIVE, because it's in the oven now baking, it's coming out with a masterpiece for a dinner. If you looked up success, all the key issues, Ash took each key issue and put it on steroids. We have the best of the best. We'll be 2.5, 3 years ahead of everyone else. A funny story. I wrote Ash last Monday. I asked him if he's coming on the round table. Don't know if I can make it. I said, well, we got some issues. And I gave him a list. I wish I never gave him the list. But anyway, I gave him the list. And then Monday he comes out and drops all these huge bombs. And I'm already thinking, I have enough trouble figuring what we have in our hands. But when he was done Monday, I realized I know nothing. I don't know 10%. I know 1. And I don't think there's a lot of people on ONPASSIVE that know more than me. And I'm telling you, I think I know 1%. When he started throwing out what each product does and all that, how do you think I felt with that list I gave him of this really important thing? And Ash comes out and splits the atoms 4 times. So I wrote him afterwards. I said, thanks, Ash. He goes, for what? I give you this stupid list of something important and you deliver that message to everyone? He goes, don't kill yourself. You're just a messenger. And he laughed and hung up. Well, that's who he is. And we do not know. We do not know. Hey, well, what if we had this, 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 and this, and you think, wow, that would be unbelievable. And then at the end of it go, and the energy cost would be nothing? And I'm like, what is he smoking? You know, because he goes that one step, and I'm not going to keep telling people, oh, this is bigger than I thought it was. I sound like an idiot. We say that every week. But it is bigger than we think it is. God loves us, or we wouldn't be here. God loves us, or we wouldn't be here. And I look at all the people I hear that said no, good. From the beginning of man, there was doubters. From the beginning of mankind, somebody doubted. And the best speakers in the world that ever walked this planet couldn't convince everybody of something. There was always that guy or that woman. I don't ever work. And no matter what proof you show them, well, that's our company going up to Burj Khalifa. I think it's trick photography. They tricked 20, 30,000 people standing 100 feet away from it. I mean, but see, that's my point. I never chased them. I never chased the doubters. I don't care about the doubters. I mean, I want them to have a good life. But I also look at this, and this is really ironic. All of them are going to be in ONPASSIVE. Every single one. They're going to be a customer, but they're coming in. The company they belong to, it's coming in. The people they talk to, they're coming in. And one day we'll be the hunted. consumers will be on passive. That's coming. We are not a multi-billion-dollar company. That way, bye-bye. And we only know 1%. We're a trillion, maybe many trillion-dollar company. Many, many, many. And the next person to ask me if they think they're going to get their 3, please ask Chris Johnson. I am not going to be able to answer that. Okay, but anyway, that's all I got. Thank you. Thank you.
Marty, you always end with, anyway, that's all I got. But what you gave us was a lot. So just want to acknowledge that. Thank you so much. Okay, right now this is not a question and answer period, but we're going to go on to Skeeper. And Skeeper is an O winner. He is a singer, a songwriter, and worldwide entertainer. And he lives in Houston, Texas. So we're going to have Skeeper come to the floor right now. Can you guys help me find his name? Uncle Bob and Uncle Oliver. Skeeper. He's in the panelist list, I assume.
Spell it, Lynn, spell it.
Skeeper. Okay, maybe he's an attendee.
No. He was.
Yeah, I asked him to unmute
Can
already.
you hear me now, everybody?
Yes.
Skipper.
Hello. Hello.
Can you spotlight him, Anteline?
Yes. Let me find him. Can you raise your hand, Skeeper? Then I can
Right
find you. Raise your hand
There you
electronically.
go.
All right,
There you
I'm
go.
right
Yeah.
All
here.
right.
Right here.
All right.
So,
We got you.
hi, everybody. I try to get a background and news. I hope it's going to do justice. Thank you for having me. I am an O winner, as you already heard. And I'm just going to go straight to the song that I got inspired to work on for ONPASSIVE. And I'm glad everybody's subscribing to my channel and following me. Thank you so much. All right, straight to it. I have a background, so you can't really see my piano, but it's right here. Okay. All right, so if you can hear my piano, I just need thumbs up. Thumbs up? Okay, thank you. And I got a real machine that will make my voice sound like what you heard in the song. Say be a winner, 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 be a winner. You need to win it. Ever since I found you, my life has changed for good. I just want to thank you on ONPASSIVE. When I thought I was gonna drop, you made me see life from the top. Now my ears will pop on ONPASSIVE. Do it or die if you wanna reach the sky. No one left behind on ONPASSIVE. Filled with love and compassion, it's a digital solution. Hope for humanity. ONPASSIVE, you need to win it. ONPASSIVE, nous sommes là pour le gagner. ONPASSIVE, you need to win it. ONPASSIVE, nous sommes là pour le gagner. Say be a winner, 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 be a winner. Depuis que je t'ai trouvé, ma vie a changé. Je voulais te remercier ONPASSIVE. Je croyais être tombé, mais tu m'as relevé. À présent je peux m'envoler ONPASSIVE. Rejoins-nous aujourd'hui, si tu veux toucher le ciel. Tu seras parmi les étoiles. Bâti avec amour, compassion pour vos besoins digitaux. L'espoir pour l'humanité. ONPASSIVE, you need to win it. ONPASSIVE, nous sommes là pour le gagner. ONPASSIVE, you need to win it. behind for no reason. Ton prochain chapitre va être incroyable. Parce que ONPASSIVE est créé pour que tout le monde puisse gagner. This is it. You get in, you win it. Oh, you need to win it. Yeah, ONPASSIVE, nous sommes là pour le gagner. ONPASSIVE, you need to win it. ONPASSIVE, nous sommes là. We are the unicorn. We are the star. We are standing tall. No one left behind for no reason. Ton prochain chapitre va être incroyable. Parce que ONPASSIVE est créé, tout le monde puisse gagner. This is it. You get in, you win it. ONPASSIVE, you need to win it. ONPASSIVE, nous sommes là pour le gagner. ONPASSIVE, you need to win it. ONPASSIVE, nous sommes là pour le gagner. I am a winner, oh winner, oh winner, oh winner, oh winner, oh winner. You need to win it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Take it away, Baptikusi.
Wow, DJ Skipper, DJ Skipper. Oh my goodness. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for coming to grace us as we begin our, our grand opening here tonight on ONPASSIVE Worldwide Corporate. I'm sure our CEO, when he listens to this song, he's probably going to place you a call. I've listened to it. You sent us a copy, and I think I did send it to a few forums. I don't know, DJ Skipper, I know who you are. I know you personally. Do you have anything else for us? Or I can see your hands itching. Do you want to
Okay.
give us something more? Anything
right,
that can just energize us, make us feel happy?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Uncle Bob, my own uncle. So it's not strange that I'm here. It's not strange that I am part of OWinners Houston. When I heard the whole initiative, I decided to do a song. It was too much energy with ONPASSIVE, and I had to do something with the little talent that God gave me.
Yeah.
And hopefully my sound is fine all over you guys, wherever you are. It's been a while. I haven't done a live performance on Zoom. So let's go. I'll sing a song that everybody probably knows. Let's have a song that relates to the world. One of the classics. Let's go. There comes a time I say, oh, oh, in it to win it, in it to win it. Oh, 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 in it to win it, in it to win it. Thank you so much for having me tonight. We're having fun with ONPASSIVE. All passive, one love.
Thank you.
All
Thank
winners.
you, DJ Skipper. Thank you so much, my brother. I hope we'll have you maybe every other week or so. You just come and excite us. What do you think?
Yes, for you,
All right,
Uncle Bob.
absolutely.
You know, I'll do the best I can.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, DJ Skipper.
And thanks to all who are subscribing. I can see so many people going on my channel.
Can you,
causing all this
is it
traffic.
possible? Yeah, is it possible for you to put your channel link on the chat?
Yes, I'm gonna put
that
my
people
channel
can just,
link.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh boy, DJ Skipper has
Beautiful.
also inspired me to just give out a few words too, if it's okay, Anteline.
Definitely, go ahead.
You know, it's good to be here. It's really good to be here. I feel so so motivated, so excited seeing everybody here. The energy, the power, what ONPASSIVE has actually instilled in each and every one of us, those of us who are blessed to be part of this movement. It is not a coincidence. There's a reason, there's a purpose why we're here. I think someone talked about, I think it was Dr. B who talked about attraction. Ashmufara has done a good job of attracting those like-minded folks to come to the fore. We are the privileged few, the privileged 1.455793 founders who were chanced to get into this once in a lifetime opportunity. ONPASSIVE is a miracle. It's a miracle. Nothing like ONPASSIVE has ever happened before, nor will it happen after. So I was looking online, every now and then I go online, I just look and I read things about ONPASSIVE, and I ran into something that was, I don't know if it was by Mr. Bill Moss or so. There was a commercial with some very, very beautiful words associated with it, or a video. So I want to share that with us here, just to share and to let us know the heart where we are, the heart of ONPASSIVE, the heart of Mr. Ashmufara, what he has done or what he's about to do. I'll title it Imagine. Imagine. Imagine a company whose CEO's personal mission is to lift up humanity one person at a time. Imagine a company whose CEO's personal mission is to lift up humanity one person at a time. We live in a time where there are billionaires like the Jeff Bezos, the Musk. Musk is struggling to go to the moon to buy Twitter and get more. He has financial power. He wants political power. He's struggling to buy Twitter and then start charging Twitter users. That's what he's doing. Jeff Bezos is out there struggling to restrict workers' rights to unionize so that they can advocate for better living or pay wages. But our founder, his personal mission is to lift up humanity one person at a time. That is what we got, guys. Imagine a company whose purpose is to lift you up so that you can lift us, you can lift up others. That is ONPASSIVE. That is who Mr. Mufara is. That is why he's doing what he's doing, to impact each and every 1.455793 of us, so that we can do the same. We can pay it forward to the next person to us. Imagine a company with over 1.4 million customers before its global launch. Have you ever heard of anything like that before? It's not going to happen again. It has never happened before. A company with 1.4 plus founder customers. Imagine a company with over 20 digital and physical products right out of the starting gate, with more in the pipeline. There's no company right now as we speak with that amount of capacity. That is what Mr. Mufara is bringing to the world. He told us on Monday we have 4 plus 2, that there are like 6 that are ready, but we know everything is in the pipeline. Mr. Mufara is just trying to perfect everything. He's a perfectionist. Most of all these products are actually ready. But Ash Mufara is constantly adding value. That's what he does. He's going to add value until the day he gets out of the gate to go to the public. Imagine a company that gives back to its founding members with every product sale, keeping back only what it needs to keep growing. That's what Mr. Mufara said. He told us, all of us who were here, he said his wife does not want any more money. He wants to give to us, to impact us so that we impact the world at large. Imagine a company whose products are completely built from scratch, requiring no software licenses, having its own global data center. So we're coming into the industry, to the marketplace with our own software, without licenses. This man is going to be the best friend to all CEOs around the world. My brother Oliver always talks about CEOs referring other CEOs to use ONPASSIVE products. That is a factual statement, my dear ONPASSIVers. That's a factual statement. Every company's bottom line is to cut costs, have the most value at the most minimal cost. CEOs are going to refer other CEOs to come get ONPASSIVE products. That's what they are saying here. Imagine a company with an inspired force of volunteer leaders who inform, guide, help their fellow founders 24/7 across time zones, across the globe, because they want to be of service. We just saw Julie, Maddie, and Brother Chris, what they did this evening. That is the inspiration of Ash Mufara. That is the heart of Ash Mufara. That is how this man has already impacted all of us. Imagine the impact of such a company. Imagine the ripple effects of 1.4 million founders with a heart that means to make a difference in their communities and by joining forces to heal this planet with Mr. Chris Johnson. Imagine that. That is ONPASSIVE, my dear friends. Imagine it. Believe it, experience it. That is ONPASSIVE. That is who we are. In this webinar, from today henceforth, moving forward, we're going to educate, inspire, and ignite all ONPASSIVians who have the time to come join us every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll send it back to you, Antony.
Thank you very much. I'm going to take it to Oliver. Oliver Fonte.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Uncle Bob, for that inspiring words. I will talk of ONPASSIVE, about faith and hope. Faith and hope. We had that hope when we joined, especially those who came in, my brother Tony Monk and the rest who came in 2018. They had that hope and that faith. The faith was there. They took that leap of faith. We are getting almost 4 years. That belief, they stood by the CEO. As the years were going by, we joined them. And today, now is here. The products are here. We've already launched. Oh, for me and the rest of OWinners here, we've already launched. Yes, we've already launched. And God has seen our heart, all the 1.45 something million founders. And out of the 8 billion people in this world, God saw our heart. Look at Chris Johnson. Look at what Chris Johnson is doing for humanity. Look at what Peter SHARE and Mohammed Kamal, they did with the CEO in this country that they paid for almost 1,000 something. Look at what on the 30th of March, what the CEO ONPASSIVE did humanitarian in India. God saw our heart. All of us, the 1.4 plus, we have a lot of friends, and I'm sure everybody here must have talked to family members, friends who are more educated. They say no, because God knows that these people will not share, they will not replicate. God saw their heart. Look at Mr. Ashmufara, our CEO. We should all look at him. We should all look at him. With his own money, he's building a whole empire, a residual income, a dynasty, as Dr. B. William make us to understand it's a dynasty. Mr. Ashmufara. And today we can laugh because we had that faith and the hope. Faith, we had the faith. We believe in him. I don't want to talk that much because when I go now, I'll go biblical, spiritual also. And I will say I'm the most happiest person on this planet Earth to be part of this journey. Because that's the hope and the faith that I got. Coming again, being in OTech Pro, we were doing, Uncle Bob and the 4 of us, the OTech Pro guys, we were just doing our thing that we want to help to make our people, the founders, to understand the products, to understand, since we are in the field, that we should also talk to our people for them to understand that they should come and let's teach them, talk to them, make them to understand that ONPASSIVE is real. It is real, it's not fiction, it is real. Because when you look at the products, and when Mr. Ashmufara comes and talk, we had that hope, that faith. And we took the leap of faith, all the 1.45 million of us. And today, God is going to bless us and we are going to replicate and replicate and replicate and replicate. And the world will be in a better place. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was inspiring as well. Thank you. Now we're going to go on to our last 2 speakers. We're going to have Tony Monk speak, and then we're going to have Peter SHARE. I saw Peter SHARE came in. We don't want to miss him at all. So we're going to have Tony Monk come down now. Let me unmute you. Go ahead, Tony. I asked you to unmute. I don't know what happened there. Let me try again.
Unmute him.
Yeah, I did.
Ask him to unmute.
I'll do it again.
Tony, unmute yourself.
No, I asked him to unmute, but he couldn't see the. Where are you, Tony? Oh, there you are at the top. Yeah, I see you at the top. Okay, go ahead.
There we go. Thank you so much, Lynn. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, I was looking for the mute. I was looking for the unmute button, and then when I went for it, it all of a sudden disappeared off the screen. I don't know where it went, but it was weird. Thank you so much. You guys have elegantly spoke to oh, forget the word. God, I'm not good with these big words, but you guys did such a great job in inspiring us tonight with all your beautiful, inspiring words. I really appreciate it. You know, I've been at this for quite a while, as you know, right from the beginning. Oliver was just talking about it as well. that in 2018, all we had was hope. And that's true. All we did is have hope and faith, because we had nothing to prove to us that anything like this, to this magnitude, was going to happen. And here we are. I was speaking to my brother the other day. He's a couple of years younger than I am. And he's a multimillionaire. And we get along so well. Him and I are really, really close. And he said to me, Tony, what if ONPASSIVE doesn't happen? And how sure are you, brother? He says, how sure are you? He said, I said to him, you know how sure I am, Paul? I bet my life on it, that it will happen. My life, I bet my life on it. And I told him a little bit about ONPASSIVE, and he said, you know what? Okay, if that's the case, brother, I trust you and I believe you. So make me part of that OBLESS. He says, when OBLESS comes around and you guys start to do some charities, and I'm in 100%, he said. And I really, really appreciated what he said. So he's starting to understand a little bit of it, because I've been explaining it to him, but he's been very busy. You know, he's bought a lot of real estate properties, and he's busy fixing them, and because he loves to still work with his hands, right? He never stops. Apparently he retired like a couple of months ago, but he's working harder now than he ever did before, but he likes that kind of work. But he's getting intrigued with ONPASSIVE, because I'm speaking to him more and more about it. And last time I was talking to him, he says, tell me some more about this ONPASSIve. You know, and of course I explained it to him, and he's more intrigued. He's like, holy, you have to be kidding me, really? And I said, look, Paul, seriously, you know, what I've been telling you is probably less than 1%. And he's just, like, his mind is just blown. Like, you can't believe that something like this actually exists. I couldn't believe something like this actually existed back, you know, 2018 when Ash was speaking. It was supposed to be a smaller platform. We were supposed to be like a platform that sold traffic to businesses and individuals to come in. And we would have done quite well. And like I've said before, if we actually stayed there, I would have been making 7 figures today. I know that for a fact, because they were also going to bring in the traffic for me as well, right? So it was based on the same principles. But thank God Ash expanded his mind and moved towards what we've got now. And what we've got now, like Marty said earlier, is about 1%. Okay, I mean, if it's blowing our minds now and it's just 1%, what do you think is going to happen when we get to know the other 99%? Right? A lot of us are going to have a heart attack and end up in the hospital. I mean, it's just amazing. I just love every minute of it. Thank you so much for putting this together, Lynn, Oliver, Bob. You guys are fantastic. I love you guys, as you know. You guys are my brothers. You always will be, from another mother. And back to you, Lynn. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that great contribution to our webinar. Thank you, Tony. All right, we have Peter Schurer. If you're willing and able, we would love to hear from you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Lynn. Thank you for inviting me to talk. It's always a pleasure to see the people that I actually met in person, like Oliver and Bob. It's great meeting you guys, and of course, Chris and Dr. Bill. Sure, I probably missed a couple here. But anyway, you know, I'm just so blessed, you know, like Tony Monk was saying, you know, he's been there since the beginning, and I'm the same thing with me as well. So we are so blessed. It doesn't matter if you've been here with ONPASSIVE 4 years since the inception of ONPASSIVE, or you just joined just before they close the door. You are blessed no matter what. And I just want to tell you what we know, because I'm very close and I speak almost daily with Engineer Muhammad Kamal. And the things that he say, he doesn't say any secrets, by the way. I don't know anything more than any of you, but just the way he talks and the confidence he talked with, and because we do webinar together and stuff, and he comes in, he's a lot busier now than before, but when he does come to the webinar, and I talk to him privately, and how he talk and the confidence that he have of what's coming in behind the curtains that we have not seen yet, he says it will literally change your life forever. So if you guys, I know we haven't seen what's behind the curtains, but you will soon, and you'll be happy that you took that step and became a founder. You should be proud to be a founder. And this is something that will never, ever be repeated again. So enjoy the journey while we're at it. There is a little pause right now, and while we're getting the product ready for sale, just enjoy the process and have fun. Thank you so much, Lynn.
Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. Great, great share. All right, I think we've coming to the end of our webinar tonight. We had over 200, I think 234 of you show up tonight, which is a great turnout for our very first public webinar. I think Bob and Oliver are pretty happy about that result tonight, and it's just the beginning. I'm sure we'll be having more and more people as we spread the word to others about this webinar. At this time, I would like to offer some thanks. First of all, to DJ Skipper for the lovely music, and let's take it to the gallery. I want to focus on all of you. Can you all see each other now? It should be on the gallery view. Thumbs up if you see the gallery of everybody. All right. So how many of you enjoyed the music, the live music tonight by DJ Skipper? Thumbs up, clap your hands. I thought it was great. You can't beat live music, can you? I love the both songs were gorgeous. And we also want to thank Myra Aquino. And Myra Aquino here, she's in the house today. I don't know if she wanted to speak, so I want to just give her the opportunity to unmute if you want to speak. Myra is the one that created our Zoom background that you see behind me. So I'll move it to the side so you can see it better. And let's move it to the speaker view. There you go. Like my chair out of the way. Isn't that beautiful? So Myra has a heart of gold, and she took the time to create that graphic for us. So I wanted to give her a chance. If she wanted to speak, you can. Myra, you want to speak? You don't have to.
Well,
You can. Yeah, you're speaking. Yay, speak to us.
I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I want to say a big hello to everybody here attending tonight, now all the leaders. And I'm not feeling that great because my daughter just passed me the COVID for the second time. So I'm so sorry. That's why I took the camera off. But I'm happy to see you all here. I'm blessed, and we're all blessed because ONPASSIVE have brought us together, and we finally going to change the world.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry you got COVID. My goodness.
Yes, I sent you a message, but you're busy, so you couldn't see it.
Oh, sorry. It's hard to watch everything going on.
No,
But thank you.
It's not that hard this time, okay? The first time was harder, but this time it's not that bad.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
thank you so much for everything tonight, and I appreciate everybody, like always. Mr. Takusi, you know how I feel.
Yeah.
And I will be here next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I will be on camera. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being faithful and offering your talents to create Zoom backgrounds and graphics for us. We really appreciate you.
You're welcome. I'm having fun with it.
Good. Yeah, because that's something I'm not good at. So I'm grateful you're doing it and not me. All right. So we want to also thank Julie and Chris and Marty. They came to our behest when we realized that our webinar capacity was too limited. So because of Marty, Chris, and Julie, we're enjoying everyone who wanted to come in today came into our webinar. So thank you, Chris, Julie, and Marty. We appreciate you for that. Also, we would like to thank Dr. Bill Williams, who shared with us, Tony Monk, who also shared, and Peter Scherer. We appreciate all of you. Thank you to Marcienne Hemabu and Sylvie, who are our co-hosts. So Sylvie Wanji and Marcienne Hemabu, you know, co-hosting is very important. They did the greetings of the people before we started officially, and we did have a delay in starting. So thank you, Marcy and Sylvie, for covering. We appreciate you so much for doing that. We also want to thank the OWinners who have been with this group for 2 years plus, coming to OWinners for twice a week, and for being solid and stable and loyal. And now we have made this webinar public so that everyone can enjoy and benefit from this webinar. So really happy about that. We want to thank Bob Takusi and Oliver Fonte, who are the leaders of this OWinner webinar. They have strong leadership skills, very consistent, very loyal to the group, and we appreciate you for that. We want to encourage you to come back. We have this webinar every week, starting today. Today was our first day, but every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and the link will be posted in the back office. This is a public webinar. Feel free to invite your friends and family. We also post the webinar in social media. And as the tradition of over 2 years, we have prayer to end this webinar. If you feel not comfortable about the prayer, you are most free to leave at this time, but we want to keep up with that tradition of prayer. So let me take it to Bob Takusi right now.
We have our Father Blaze is in the house. He's actually all the way in England. He's been giving us a benediction, just a small prayer, you know, before we go to sleep. So
okay.
I hope Father is
Father,
here.
I'm going to spotlight him.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Father Blaze.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you for being here. I unmuted you. You can speak now.
Okay, thank you, Auntie Lynn. Hello, everyone. As usual, let us have a short prayer before leaving. Almighty God, help us to know that all nations belong to one great family, and that all of our religion lead to you. Multiply our prayers in every land until the whole earth becomes one your congregation, united in your love. Sustain our vision of a peaceful future and give us strength to work unceasingly to make that vision real. Bless us all in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're going to now take it back to the gallery. Let me find you, Father Blaze. 1 second. There you go. All right, so we'll go back to the gallery right now. And we want to finally also thank our attendees, for without you, we would not have an OWinners webinar. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. We had over 200 people stay for the past couple of hours. We did start late, but you folks hung in there and stayed with us till the end. We appreciate you for that. So at this time, we're going to unmute everybody, and we're going to allow you to say bye-bye to one another. And we usually have a little bit of an extended bye-bye so that everybody can get acknowledged for being here. We'll try our best. Go ahead.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Hey, hey,
Thank you,
Bye-bye, everybody.
hey, hey, hey.
Awesome. It was an awesome webinar.
Very much.
We are so
Love,
eager to you, Lynn.
Everyone, have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Guys, that was really awesome.
Thank you, Uncle Paul.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Tina.
Thank you,
John.
Thank you, Julie.
John and my family will be in Florida this weekend.
Great day, Dr. Bill. See you tonight.
Bye.
We are the world.
Good night. Chris.
We are
You're awesome.
Love you. Bye,
Tina.
Bye.
Choice we're making. We're standing our it's true, make a better day. for your
Blessing,
blessing.
to you all.
We are the
World.
We
We are the children.
everyone.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start begin. Let's rejoice the way we
Love you so much.
Let's celebrate.
Hi, everyone.
Good truths make a brighter day for you and me.
Bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit.
Bye.
Yes,
You.
it was great having you all.
Thank you guys. Thank
Love
you
you.
so much.
Love from Houston.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Have a great day.
Thank you for what you do. Thank you for your team.
Oh, I had for the day. Yes.
We love you all.
Every day.
Good
Have a
night.
great day.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm dancing with you. Hey, Chris.
Thank you for coming.
Everyone, thank you
Captain
so much for
Chris.
coming.
Love.
See you on Wednesday.
Yes.
We'll see you again, definitely.
Wednesday night. Thank you.
Chris, there's a big cup there.
Much love, much love. Love, light, and blessings, everyone. From Singapore. See you.
Night,
We
everybody.
are the world.
Good night.
We are